Hi all, Hal here with, well, the final station. So, by the time you're seeing this video, the game is actually going to be live and available on Steam. I believe it is a $14.99 game. It's released by Do My Best Games as well as Tiny Build. So, what this game is it's a survival, I don't want to say platformer, but I do want to let everyone know that the copy that you're seeing here is a early build. The final patch version has not gone live at the time of this recording. This was provided to me by the company, so this is, a spot for review. But I just want to let everybody know ahead of time that yes, the copy of the game that you're going to see here is an early build, and it was provided to me by the development team. So what it is this is a railroad-based game. Well, I guess the best way to say it is it's a post-apocalyptic railroad game. So what happens is let's go ahead and get in here. We're going to go ahead and continue the game. That way you can see some of the later game footage, because that way you can see a lot of the mechanics, or more of the mechanics. So as you can see, you are on a train. You're the conductor for the train, and basically the world is coming to an end. And what you need to do is go out, look for supplies to bring back to the train, and then as you progress between stations, you have to deal with the passengers. You need to keep them alive, keep them healthy. Unfortunately, the train is also kind of broken. So as you're moving things around, or as you're traveling, you're going to have to fix things as well. And I'll show you some of that mechanic shortly. So once you get to any of the stations, and like I said, I am a little bit further along in the game, so we've got a bit of stuff that you don't start with. And as you can see, it is a context-based game, so as you're running around, things will highlight that you can interact with. And then you just press E or F. Either of those will allow you to interact with the item. If you have, down here, you have any of these health kits, when your health starts getting low, if you press Q, you'll be able to use the health kits as well. This is how many meals that you have currently for the train, and how many keys you have for the station or the area that you are currently in. Now let's see if we've got anything upstairs. No. Alright, so... Oh... it didn't say... Okay, so I actually, where I quit, I had already finished this station. So I get to go through and do the entire station again, apparently. And as you can see, as you walk around, things will highlight. And then if you just press E or F to interact with them, you'll get little snippets. Some of these will be clues for what's going on. Some of it's background story. And then you have a bunch. There are hidden areas as well that you'll run into. Oh, hello. And then there are the zombie things. Now, I haven't gotten all the way through the story, so I'm not quite sure. Whoa, he's an exploder. Exactly what we need to do, or what caused all of this. We're going to back up and let him just go boom. There we go. Oh, nice. Oh, is there anything over here? I don't remember if there's anything over here or not. No, okay. So what you're doing is basically you're just trying to get to the end of the line. There are 30-ish stations in the storyline, and as you play through, more things will become obvious to you, and you'll actually get more of the background as you progress through. But so far, I've been having a blast with this game. It seems like it would be a really simple game, but you actually have to do some fun stuff. You can do a melee attack, as you saw me do already. So basically, you press and hold the right mouse button, and what that'll do is allow you to charge. And a charged hit generally kills things one at a time. If you see any of the zombies in body armor, you actually have to melee them in order to knock off their helmet. Once you've knocked off their helmet, then you can shoot them in the face and move on. Now, there are things in the environment that you can actually pick up and use as a weapon. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick this up. We're going to take it with us. Why? Because you should always have a toilet with you. Because reasons. Because you just never know when you're going to need, when you're going to need to take a crap. So I do tend to keep these with me simply because of the fact that, I'll keep items that I can throw so that I can get through areas that I may not need to shoot. Because if you do fire and the area that you're in is heavily zombified, they will come to the sound. So if you're making a lot of noise, like if you're shooting a lot, you will end up with more zombies than you might need to. See how the one's over there by himself? And then for him, you have to shoot him in the face. So that's the only way to kill those particular zombies. And then for the regular zombies, when you get close enough, they will aggro. So yeah, like I said, I've been having a lot of fun with this game. There's a lot going on as... Whoa, hello. Oh, that hurt. Now we're going to go ahead and use our medical kit. Alright, so... yeah, like I said, there's a really interesting storyline for it. This is obviously an indie game. The development team, I think, has done a really good job with it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish this level up. As you've already seen most of the basic mechanics, but I want to show you the stuff that you do on the train. And I can't show that to you until we've gotten to the point where we are actually on the train. Hey, look at that. We found our survivor. And that's going to be one of our new passengers on the train that we have to deal with when we go to the next location. So, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a cut here, and we will be back. Oh, hello. There we go. And we'll be back as soon as we're on the train. See you shortly. And we're back. So, in order to get to the train, and in order to use the train, there's these things they call blockers. Basically, it's what your train attaches to when you come into the station. Well, in order to get out of the station, you have to find a code in the level. And what you'll do is you'll find these little tokens like this, and you're looking for the 4-digit code down here. So once you find one, you'll get the reminder code there. And then basically what you do is you can head back to your train at that point. This allows you to not have to complete the level, but the easiest way to find those codes generally pretty much require you to finish each of the levels. So, but once you've got it, you head back to your train and come over, activate on the blocker, and then what we want is 6843. Now, this code is random, so even if you play through the same level, each time, like if you were to play through the level, save the game, exit the game, come back in, and you have to play through the level again, it'll be a different code. Or at least it seems like it has been a different code for me. That may just be me misremembering what's going on. So now you're on the train. Now, the area that you really need to be paying attention to, this is your engine, obviously. This is your systems. This tells you how much power each of the sections is using. And as you can see, you have 100 volts available, but you have 92 currently being used. So what you want to do is look for the systems that are sparking. And that's the system that is most likely in trouble. And as you can see here, it tells you that you're at 4 volts now. And what you want to do is any of these items that are above that line, that little threshold there, you want to bring down so that it's within the threshold. Now, there's also an item back here. So if it's this one, you basically click and drag on this because it's not actually in use right now. You're not able to do this. You want to look at the statistics for the people that you've got traveling with you. Like this person is getting hungry. This person is also getting hungry, but both of them are healthy, so there's no problems there. But what's important is the reward. Now, this is what you get for carrying these passengers if they make it and they live all the way to the station that they're delivering them to. Sometimes that'll be 1 station down the line. Sometimes it'll be 5 stations down the line. It just depends on what's going on and where you are in the story at that point in time. Now, since we do have food and this person is getting hungry, we're going to go over here to the food vendor, press E, and take food back to them. And this is starting to be in trouble, so we need to go make sure we hit this. Now what will happen is that if anything happens, like with this as the vent, if this gets to the point where it's taking too much power or the systems fail, that car will start basically doing damage to the passengers. So you need to be paying attention to these things to make sure that you are staying on top of it. And then some of the levels you will get multiples of these going. So once you've arrived, you come back here, you hit E on that little wonderful device, and it takes you to the next stage. So that's basically the game. Like I said, there is a lot of story elements that I'm skipping completely over, mainly because of the fact that I don't want to ruin the story for people who haven't played through it yet. I will say that I was very surprised by the amount of story content and the level of quality in the story that's presented by the game. So I do think that for some people this may be a little bit repetitive, because you do end up going through a lot of these same things over and over again. It's basically it's the same playthrough, but that's true of any platformer or any exploration platformer like this game would be. But if you like the style of game, you will probably like this game. Let's see. I haven't played this level yet. Oh, it's locked, of course. You got a shotgun. You should be able to, like, bash your way through some of these. Now, things like the birds here, you can actually shoot those down. I did so by accident. But you can also shoot the windows out, which will let you see into rooms before you get to them. Anything good in here? Ooh. Oh, look at that. This is going to be fun. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one here. Thank you all for stopping in today. If you're interested in this game, I will have links to it down below. Like I said, the development team was really nice. They sent this out to a bunch of people for review. I was one of the people lucky enough to get it. So you're probably going to see a lot about this game on YouTube over the next couple of days. But it's a fun game. I have to say, I've been playing this, I don't know, for a couple of hours now, probably like 4 or 5 hours. So for a $15 game, I have to say, I personally think that it might be worth it for if you enjoy this style of game. Like I said, I've been having a lot of fun. There are some pieces that are really frustrating because there is a lot of challenge to it when you're learning the system. And it really is a game that builds on what you've done previously. You have to start thinking about the ways that you're interacting with the environment and the different zombie types and what you're doing and how best to achieve your goals. But yeah, the resource management aspect with the general gameplay, I think, is a really good combination. Like I said, I'm having a lot of fun with it. So on that note, I am going to take off. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them down in the section below. And if you're new here, you know what I always say, it's like, if you're new, hit that subscribe button, because, likes and subscriptions not only help the channel to grow, but they let me know that you're enjoying that content. And I really enjoy doing these types of game reviews and previews. And, that interaction really helps me be able to do more of these. So on that, I am out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and we will see you back here next time. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Quick. Oops. Gotta love it when it goes boom.